A commission of inquiry probing the most recent mining fatality rolled into day 3 of its work on Tuesday, with senior mining engineer attached to Ggmc Mr. Darman Paul Chandan testifying. Ggmc since last Friday had cleared itself by saying that the mining operations at which the death happened had been illegal. But according to the Ggmc engineer, all of the dredges in that area were policed by Ggmc. The commission was then left to figure out how is it that the operations at which the pit caved in was illegal if all the dredges in the area were policed by the Ggmc.
Mr. Chanda, do you know whether Mr. Janki and or Mr. Pearson visited all the mining areas in the Rock Creek, Peroni area?
Yes, Commissioner.
That is a yes to what? That you do know?
Yes, that Mr. Janki and Mr. Pearson visited the Rock Creek, Tiger Creek area.
So the answer is yes.
Yes, Commissioner.
Yes, you know that they visited, or yes, that they visited? Which yes you're telling me?
Yes, I know that they visited.
The commission also found that Ggmc has a weak policing strategy. At present, Ggmc has 3 ways in which they collect and store information: compliance checklist, electronic diaries, and field notebook. When pressed with questions about officers' data being stored in the various methods, the engineer gave the commission information which preceded the fatality. It was totally out of sync with what the inquiry is trying to achieve, Rear Admiral Best reminded the Ggmc official.
If we don't have the personnel right, then we're going to have problems with this inquiry. And the information you've given us is mixed. Now you're taking us back to August as to the time when his tour of duty ended. But not so long ago, you mentioned Mr. Jankai, and that you mentioned that yesterday, Mr. Pearson, Mr. Barnett, and Mr. Wilson. It is not the duty of this inquiry to be questioning you about persons in January unless we so desire. Our focus right now is in this 3rd quarter and who were the rangers and the mines officers. You gave us 4 names. And we are proceeding on the premise of those 4 names. So you need now to explain how Mr. Jankai tour of duty ended in August, and yet you submitted his name as a person who would or should have been there.
Additionally, the commission found the fault with Mr. Chandan's geographical explanation of the area where the incident took place, where works were still being carried out hours after the fatality, and where the Ggmc station was, among others. A pictorial representation of his utterances was expected to be presented to the commission later on Tuesday.
Maybe better if we do it by mapping.
We can use the sketch and the map. What can be in the sketch we can look for in the map.
The commission will continue its work on Wednesday. Roy Den James, HGP Nightly News.